Dr. Lewis,
Hey, how are you? Nice to
sure,
meet you.
FabTV. Wanted to talk to you about just this cause and how important it is to support mental health and the work at Asner's Foundation is doing.
Mental health is one of the biggest issues we're facing globally right now, so I'm so happy that this foundation is doing so much to make the world a better place with their work. I love Ed. The first project I ever filmed in LA was with Ed. It was a pilot on this lot, and he was amazing. He taught me timing. I would not know how to do a sitcom, especially comedy, if I hadn't worked with him. So I really appreciate his impact on me, and I'm grateful to be here to celebrate him.
Sure, absolutely. You've had an illustrious career yourself in film and TV. Talk to us about inspiration for a young person that may be coming up, even though you're very young yourself.
I think the best piece of advice or best kind of inspiration for them is to just love the work, because that's the one thing you can really control. Even working with Ed on the pilot, that project, we just did a pilot, that was it. But I still had so much fun bonding with that cast, and so you never know what the successes look like. They're not always as obvious as you think.
Absolutely. And at the time, if I'm not mistaken, you were kind of growing up in Canada and then transitioning here.
Right, yeah.
So how did that go? Because a lot of times it can be rocky. It seems so easy and straightforward afterwards. But what about during, and somebody that may be thinking about moving here to launch their career?
Well, I think the good thing now is that I think with social media and with everything being online, there's so much you can do without having to be in any one city, which I think is great because we're able to see so much talent from around the world that maybe didn't have access to the same kind of systems. So I'm so glad it's kind of opened those doors for so many people globally. It was so nerve-wracking coming down here because I looked at LA and thought, that's where the stars are. So I was so nervous. I remember pulling up on this street to film my first day, and I just remember thinking, my hands were so sweaty because I was so terrified about messing up.
I'm still shaking, just even trying to get the questions right. If life is a game of poker, what are your strengths and weaknesses?
I think my strengths are I try to keep the table having a good time.
Right.
My weakness is I'm a terrible poker player.
Okay.
And that goes for life and as a metaphor as well.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for the humor. Thanks for the work.
nice to meet you.
Really appreciate
Great
it.
jacket.
A pleasure. Sure. Thanks. Hey, I got to be ready to deal because I can't play.